payments world. This is Alex from Payrails here. I'm very excited to go to MP this year and hopefully meet all of you. Payments has been a really fascinating landscape in the last decades. We've seen the transition from kind of integrations with acquirers into this evolution of PSPs, and now we're going to the next level, or we're already here where we have orchestrators kind of managing different PSPs and different payment methods. We're seeing a lot of possibilities for customers to pay, all sorts of local payment methods, all sorts of new ways to enable money movement. And while this is great and offers merchants a lot of benefits, you're able now with having multiple providers to reduce your cost, you're able to really optimize for customer experience, and you're really able to, in a way, give the customers what they want in terms of payment. Of course, no customer actually wants to pay, right? And that's why it's so important to make the whole flow as seamless as possible. Getting into this orchestration phase creates also some downsides. So merchants now all of a sudden need to manage 5-10 different acquirers, and this means having different reporting formats, means getting different data in different dashboards, getting communication from all these places. And this is what I think is one of the most fascinating things that we're working on at Payrails, and that I'm personally kind of overseeing, is how can we help the merchant, once he adopted orchestration, be it built internally or through an external party, how can he solve the backend problem that orchestration causes? Because everybody talks about cost reduction and acceptance rate improvement, and all the flexibility to go live in all the markets with the click of a button, and that's all true and it's great. But the reality is that accounting teams and fraud prevention teams and data teams and business teams then have all this data scattered all around the place with different formats and different workflows. And this is really a nightmare. And, you don't need to trust me. You can talk to any merchant. I've been on 3 big merchants in the past. I worked at Delivery Hero, at Best Secret, and at 𝘥𝘢𝘵𝘀, God rest his soul. And in all places, nobody from the kind of management thinks about, or not necessarily think, but prioritize, the little people, the accountants, the fraud managers, the dispute managers, the analysts that need to make sense of all the data. And these areas of the business never get prioritized. And this many times leads to let's say, a slower performance than it could potentially be. And that's what we're building at Payrails now, this set of new products that will unify data, will unify reporting, will unify reconciliation, will unify chargeback management, regardless of how many PSPs you have and regardless of how complex your orchestration environment is. And yeah, for me personally, the most exciting topic today is chargeback management, because even though I thought that this is a solved topic, after talking to many merchants, I realized that, well, actually it's not. Merchants have all sorts of complicated processes, manual work, data coming from different dashboards. Generating this PDF happens through a Word template. And yeah, man, it's really painful to watch. And it's really, it's in a way sad that we got to this place where, we've been talking about all the benefits of orchestration for so many years, and that's true that, you can get some cost reduction, you can get acceptance rate improvement, but the downside of that, like the outcome in the back end of, having all these new providers and all this increased complexity is really a lot of work and a lot of inefficiency. So that's why we're building these products. We're building a fee optimization module where we're basically looking at data from all the providers, giving you insights, and allowing you to understand what you're being priced across all the different payment methods. We're building a reconciliation module where you're going to be able to get money from different places like you do today. When you use 7 acquirers, you get 7 settlement files, and we're going to be able to tell you, for this order, you received the money. For this order, you received less money. For this order, you got no money. And here you actually got some money that you shouldn't even have gotten. And I think this is really, really exciting, because then you're going to be able to reconcile everything on an order basis. And We're gonna do the same. We're doing the same performance optimization in terms of customer experience, how to optimize conversion, how to make it as seamless as possible for customers to pay. And when you work with multiple acquirers, then data gets scattered everywhere. So we're pulling everything in. We're formalizing it in kind of like relevant and useful KPIs that you can track, and then we help you with insights and not just data. And the last one, which is leave the best for last, the chargeback product, where it's not just about getting data from different sources, but also how to create these representment files, which now with AI, realistically speaking, is not rocket science anymore. You can have an LLM generate anything for you, especially with these newer models. It's really impressive what they can do, and we're trying to use the new technology to really solve these old problems in a very elegant way. And yeah, that's basically what we do at Payrails. I look very much forward to meeting all of you, and look out for the hat, and you can find me at 𝘵𝘴𝘆.